Excuse me. Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my subscribers lesson. It's Monday night here in the UK, and our local time is 8:57 p.m. Once again, welcome. Hello, Marie-Len. Welcome. So, dear viewers, it's my another subscribed live class, as I have mentioned. It's all about grammar and basic phonetics. So let's start with correction. Hello, Krishnapal, welcome. Thanks for the subscription. Time, possibly you can hop on here and maybe we can have a little bit chat. Hello, Algalia, welcome.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for the question. How about you?
I'm doing good.
So, how is everything with you?
Did you see what I sent you?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay, I sent you some papers of essay.
How long ago?
How long ago?
Yeah. When did you send it?
In direct message.
You mean Hello inbox?
Yeah, here in this application, sir. Do you want me to send it in your email?
I think that will be better if you please send it to my email.
Okay, okay.
You know my email, don't you?
I have your email.
Okay. All right. So is it about any writing?
Yeah, cause and effect.
Cause and effect. Okay. Krishna Pal, I have invited you. If you are free, please do join. So, what do you like to practice? Algaya, tell me. Speaking?
Yeah, I don't know, sir. I don't mind.
Let's do a little bit grammar, then we can go for speaking.
Sir, I think I have some problems in present perfect and past perfect.
Okay. Tell me.
I think they are not easy.
Okay. I remember that present perfect always deals with the action or something that has happened at the present, at the moment, and past that has already gone.
Yeah.
So if you just give me an example, then I think it will be better for me to understand so that we can discuss a little bit more.
Thank you so much. It's perfect use in IELTS, writing and speaking, as you know.
Okay. But most of the times, people are confused with present perfect and past simple. But you're the one who first time said to me you're confused with the present perfect and past perfect.
Yeah. So do I.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to share a screen. Okay, so you have to understand in present perfect, the action may have started in the past, but still it's happening or still have got the result. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, I have lived Saudi Arabia many years. What does it mean?
It's mean you were in Saudi Arabia and you just live. You didn't live there right now.
Okay. Look at the sentence. Have you ever been?
Have you ever been to London? It's related.
Mhm.
It's related to something in the past. You have been in London.
Okay. But you have come back here.
Yeah. For
All right.
example, you lived in London and now you lived, for example, in Oman.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The most confusing part of present perfect and past perfect, once again, remember, please remember, past perfect always an action has been done in the past. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
confusing part of the past perfect is when there are two actions happen in the past, and we have to understand which action took first and which one took afterward. But in American grammar, sometimes they don't differentiate. For example, I ate the food when the phone rang. This is American grammar. But in British grammar, we'll never use that because in the British grammar, one action must be happening, another action must has happened already in the past. For example, if I was eating when the phone rang. You see the difference between the British grammar and American grammar?
I was eating
When the phone rang.
when the phone rang. Yeah.
Okay.
Continuous and past.
Continuous and past. Now, I had eaten before they came. Look
I
at this
had
sentence.
eaten. I had eaten.
I had eaten before they came to my home. I'm writing it, eh?
Okay. Yeah. Before I came. Okay, so past perfect and past simple.
Okay, remember in past perfect, if there are two actions, one action must be past perfect, another action could be past indefinite or past continuous, depending on the concept. But most of the cases, it should be past simple or simple past or past indefinite.
Yeah.
Okay, and the amazing rule is that the past perfect should be, if the word is before that, it should be the front part, the first clause. If it is after, it should be the next part or after the after clause. Okay.
Yes.
Say this sometimes: I had eaten before they came to my home, or they came to my home after I had eaten. You see, I'm just
Yeah.
changing the concept, but now I've used after.
Yes.
Is that clear? Okay. Main
Yeah.
difference once again, in past perfect, one action and two actions possible. But in present perfect, most of the cases, we don't generally use two actions together. Like,
Okay.
have you visited London? No, I haven't. Have you gone there? Yes, I've gone there. Have you done your homework? No, I haven't. Or yes, I have. Look, at this is a present perfect. So the concept of present perfect is always it should be at the present time, and something has completed a while ago.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, would you like to read this, number 7, special tense, present perfect and past perfect?
Do you want me to read?
Yeah, is it understandable? Look, Carl has lived in Texas for many years. That means that he still lives there. You see, I asked you the question, I have lived in Saudi Arabia many years, but that's not true.
Oh,
I don't live there anymore. If I'm still in Saudi Arabia, I could have said that. Did you
Carl
get the
has lived
point?
for many years. He still live. Yes.
Look at this. Carl has lived in Texas for many years, which means he still lives there. So saying the Carl has lived in Texas. Likewise, Carl and Jim lived in Texas since 1985. That means that they are still living there. Present perfect, both of them.
Yeah. So what about, okay, there is been confused with that. Been.
Yes, Carl has been living in Texas. This is present perfect continuous. This is not present perfect anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Present perfect continuous.
Yes. And sometimes it is also called present perfect progressive because in American and British English, instead of continuous, they also use progressive. I'm sure you know that, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is still happening.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Wrong spelling.
So when we use that,
Yeah, go on.
when we use that,
So when something has started in the past, but still it is happening for a longer period of time. For example, Algaile has been listening to my class for the last 15 minutes. Present perfect continuous. But Kishnapal has joined just now. You see? That means he has joined maybe a few minutes ago, or maybe 2 minutes, few seconds. Did you see the difference? When something has
e-
been happening over a period of time, a duration of time, it must be present
yes.
perfect continuous.
So I think it describes the same things, present perfect and present perfect continuous.
No, it doesn't. In present
So
perfect, there is
detail.
no mention of time. Please remember that. Present perfect means from the word, it is perfect means completed, finished.
Yeah.
And look, it is present perfect continuous. That means it has not finishing. It is still going on progression, continuous, continuity.
Maybe it's completed to the future
We don't know. We don't
because
guess.
progress.
Progressive, yeah, it is happening. We don't know when it's going to be finished. If I say it is raining, and if I say it has been raining for the last half an hour, look, it is raining is present continuous or progressive tense, okay? And
Yeah.
we don't know when it is going to finish, or maybe it will not be finishing. But if I say it has been raining for the last half an hour, that means I know when the rain started, but still it's happening. The
Okay.
main concept of understanding tense is algaile, the concept of time. If you ever understand the time factor, then it's very easy.
Okay.
So is this confusion still? If you want to show the continuous nature of situation, we use another form. Look, continuous nature, that is happening continuously.
Yeah.
Clear a little bit?
What?
Is it okay?
50-50.
Okay, now I don't want you to 50-50. I want to be 100-100. Mia fil Mia.
I hope so.
Okay, look at this exam. Whenever you use since and for, the since for, very often our learners
Yeah.
are confused. Okay, use the simple past if situation is no longer exist, which means that you came, say, for example, you came to England. I can say, uh, Al-Gaitia lived in England. I mean, Al-Gaitia lived in Oman before coming to the England, coming to the UK. England, we don't use any D before England. UK.
Okay.
Look at this sentence. You no longer live in Oman. Okay, so I should say like this once again. Al-Gailia lived in Oman before moving to the UK.
Yes.
This is also simple past. Okay,
Yeah.
now look at the present perfect again. She has visited Mexico. Okay, I have done my job. We don't know when exactly. When the time is unsure about something has been done, present perfect. I've seen the movie several times. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so where exactly you get confused? I'm not sure yet.
I'm not sure when when can we use it. We
What?
can't say everything that we want in using present continuous, using future tense, avoiding these tenses, present perfect and past perfect.
You
Can
have to give me examples, otherwise it will be difficult for me to understand where and how it goes wrong. If you have any
yeah,
sentences
teach.
that I was saying earlier,
Okay.
and is it okay to bring the microphone close to your mouth, please? Your sound has
Okay.
uh, become lower.
Okay, teacher. So, if we just can we just avoid that tenses and using other tenses like future tense and present continuous or whatever.
You can't sometimes. That is the reality of the grammar. If something has happened in the past, in written English, we have to use either past simple or simple past or past perfect. Say, for example, you sat for the IELTS exam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If someone says that Algaila had sit for the IELTS exam and
Okay.
Algaila sat for the IELTS exam, which one should be more natural?
Had sit.
And why are you thinking had sit is more natural than set natural, not natural?
Uh, because it's related to period, I think.
Okay.
It's something continuous. Maybe I didn't take it, but just I had a sit.
But you already sat for the exam. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay.
go on.
I confused in that.
Remember, in spoken English, we don't use past perfect. We always use past simple or past indefinite. Like rather
Okay.
than I went to say Saudi Arabia, you'll not say I had gone to Saudi Arabia. Grammatically, grammatically it may be correct, but it will be natural if we say I went to Saudi Arabia, say 2 years ago. I had visited
Yes.
Saudi Arabia. Okay, another impact of past perfect is that there should be two actions generally. In that case,
Two
past perfect would be
actions.
more appropriate. Like you can say, I had visited Mecca before I visited Medina, for example.
Yes. Two actions. Past perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I will take a look after that in YouTube to make sure.
Okay, let me show you a story. Maybe it will help a little bit more.
Okay.
Hang on a second. So we have three forms of present perfect. Look, has, have, had, and ding.
Yeah.
Okay, my family has lived. Okay, my cousins have lived, has been living. They're saying has, have been living. Okay, same. Okay, but I think it will be better if I show the story. Hang on a second.
Take your time, sir.
No, no, it's there. Can you see the story? Present perfect story.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you please read it?
Yeah, of course. Last night, Dan and Emily danced in a competition. They danced as a sa-
Salsa.
salsa salsa dance. They had a practice for 6 months before they danced in the competition. They were very good. Dance and Emily's
Dane.
friend,
Sorry, it is Dane.
okay,
D. Yeah.
Dane and Emily's friends were in the audience. Before that night, they had never seen Dane and Emily dance. In fact, Dane and Emily had never danced in front of anyone before the competition. After anyone had danced, the judges announced the
Announced.
winners
Announced.
and yeah, announced the winners. Dane, Dane and Emily won.
One.
They were yeah, they were the best dancer in the competition. Emily said she had never practiced so hard before. She was glad they had practiced a lot.
Did you see all the sentence patterns? Past indefinite and past perfect.
Yes, sir.
Look at this first sentence. Last night,
Last
Dane and Emily danced in a competition, not had danced. Did you notice that?
yes.
Many people would use here past perfect. No. Remember, the importance of past perfect is when there is another action. Read the other sentences. Like, they danced a salsa dance. Salsa is a kind of European dance, okay? They
Yeah.
had practiced for 6 months. Look, past perfect. Before they danced, past simple. In the competition,
Uh,
they were very good. Again, past indefinite or past simple.
yes.
So you have to bear,
Actions.
bear in mind that in past perfect is really important when there are two actions happen in the past and we need to understand which action took first. That should be past
Uh,
perfect.
okay, I got it. I got it.
Got it? Now look at the second
Yeah.
paragraph. Dane and Emily's friends were in the audience. Before that night, look, they had never seen, you see, past perfect. Dane and
Yeah.
Emily dance. Why they have used past perfect? Because there is a word before. Did you notice? Someone is calling you again. You have muted, that's why. So before the night, they had never seen Dane and Emily dance. Okay, why you are pronouncing this name Dane? Because of the letter E. Dan, when it takes the letter E, a vowel sound, becomes a longer sound like Dane, Kane, sane, insane, pain, lane.
Yes, sir.
Alan back. Welcome back.
Sorry for that.
No worries.
I took my belongings and go to my room.
No worries. No worries. Okay, look at this sentence again. Jane,
Okay.
why I said Dane, the pronunciation, remember? DN is Dan because of the vowel E sound. E is general
Yeah.
A. So Dane, Kane, Lane, Sane.
Yes.
Okay, look, Dane and Emily's friends were in the audience. Before that night, they had never seen Dane and Emily dance. You can ask me why they have used
It's
here
amazing.
past perfect because of this word before. Remember that two actions using this
Yeah.
before means they are putting an indirect verb.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah. Of
this
course.
dancing, they have never seen any other dance.
Yes. Do you know what? It's add something amazing to that sentence.
Okay. Now, if I read it, look at this next one. In fact, Dane and Emily had never danced in front of anyone before. Look again, before the competition. You see, there is
Yeah.
again another, you know, um, conjunctive. I mean, coordinated conjunction before and past perfect.
Yes.
Look, this before. These all are related, as you see when you're learning grammar. That's why if you learn tense well, you learn, I should say, 80%, 85% of the grammar, if you understand tense. And other 15% is advanced. And that will be
Yeah.
easier when you understand this. Hmm.
So we always will use before after in these actions between these actions.
Yes, look at after everyone had danced, past perfect, the judge
Yeah.
and judges announced the winners. Past simple or indefinite.
Past
Look,
simple. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I got
Dane
it.
and Emily won. It is same as one. O-N-E, number one. They were the best dancers in the competition. Emily said, look, she had never looked past
She
perfect.
had never
She had never
practiced.
practiced so hard before. And before is there. She was glad that
Yes.
they had practiced a lot. Look, she was glad. Past part, past indefinite or past simple. So that
Yeah.
is the impact of understanding past perfect. Generally, past perfect never goes alone. Okay, alkali, you have to remember it goes with a child because it's a guardian and the guardian is past perfect. I mean, past simple. My apology.
Yes, sir.
Now, these are the normal questions. Do you remember how long had Dane and Emily practiced before the competition?
For 6 months.
Don't say 6 months. Use the full sentence because you're going to use the
Ah,
tenses correctly.
yes.
That is the
Okay.
reason. And even
He.
in IELTS exam,
Uh,
Algalia, please never ever give any short answer. Use the full sentence.
okay. Dan and Emily. Dan and Emily
Dane,
dance.
Dane. Also,
Dane. Okay. Dane and Emily. Uh,
that pattern is there
practice.
already. Had practice. Look,
Okay.
can
Had
you?
a practice for 6 months before they danced
They had the
for a competition.
competition. They were the
Yeah.
competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Before the night, who had seen Dane and Emily dance? Look, the tricky question again.
Uh, they had seen
Do you remember,
what?
or do you need to go back to the story?
Their friends. Their friends.
Hmm?
Is it their friends? They had seen by their friends.
If I tell you the answer, then you know the answer. Uh,
You want a full sentence, sir?
Yes, it's only for your practicing in for the IELTS exam. Remember, in IELTS exam, do not be limited to 1 or 2 words. I say to you, this is one of the techniques to get good marks, better marks. But that is not wrong either. But if someone uses a full sentence, and if you use 2 or 3 words, that person will get more marks than you.
Yeah,
So I want you to get the highest mark than anyone. Okay,
inshallah, and I will tell you.
inshallah. But you have to practice. You have to use English well.
Okay,
So you have to prove it by demonstrating using full sentences.
inshallah. So now, sir, I know past perfect. It's easy.
All right. Okay.
But present perfect.
Yeah. Tell me what's wrong with present perfect.
Uh, I still have something in that. Something. Okay.
Here is no present perfect. This to full story is look past perfect story. Okay.
Present perfect, sir. I mean,
Okay. Do you want me to bring a present perfect story? Let's
yeah.
bring it. Hang on a second. It's coming in a moment.
Okay.
So I'm going to close that. Can you see another story?
Yeah.
Remember, there is a parallelism in grammar. When we read past perfect, we have used past simple or past indefinite. Similarly, when you use present perfect, we have used present indefinite or present simple. Grammar
Okay.
and action always goes like this when even you are talking. Okay,
Yeah.
look at the sentence pattern and you'll be able to understand. Read from here, please. Mabel Jones.
Mabel Jones lives in Florida in the United States. Her, her grandchildren live in London, England. They have lived in London for 3 years. Okay, have lived. Mabel has not seen his grandchildren in
Her.
over,
Mabel is a woman. Her grandchildren.
yeah, her, her or her,
Her.
her grand.
Ha. Say ha. Her.
Okay, her grandchildren in over the year. She has talked to her grandchildren on the phone
Talked.
and
She has talked.
yeah, talked to her children,
That
grandchildren on the phone and through emails many times. She has also seen pictures of grandchildren. They have grown so much since the last time they visited America. Maple, maple nights,
Mabel. Actually, it
scarves,
sound is Mabel knits.
needs. Yeah,
Knitting.
yeah, yeah.
What is the word in
Uh,
Arabic?
yeah. Do you know it?
I know Khayat tailor. Tailoring.
Yeah,
Knit.
yeah.
Akhid.
This is the verb of that. Mabel needs scarves and blankets to
Blankets.
send
Blankets.
blankets to send to her grandchildren in London. So far, she has knitted 2 large blankets for
Large.
her.
Large.
2 large
Not ga.
blankets.
It's ja. Large. It is not ga.
Large.
Oh, I forgot. I'm going. If you have time, I'm going to show you when we should say ga and when we should say ja. The G sound.
Jug, gug. What we
No,
call it? A person who is in the court.
judge.
Judge. Okay.
Similarly,
So
large.
she large. She has also knitted a scarf for each grandchild.
Child.
Child.
Okay, now I can see that you're not pronouncing D in grandchild. Very good. Because, because we don't pronounce D in grandfather, granddaughter. Look at this amazing part once again. Mabel Jones is a name, a lady, lives in Florida in the United States. Her grandchildren live in London, England. They have lived in London for 3 years. That means that they are living there for the last 3 years. Still, they are living. Okay, but
Okay, they're still living.
yeah, if the sentence or word would be they live, that means they used to live, but they don't live anymore. See, you need to understand the inner meaning of the sentence when you read it. Like I can say that I have lived in England for 18 years. I'm still living here. Okay, I lived
Yeah.
in Saudi Arabia for 4 years. That means I used to live, but I don't live there anymore. Did you get the difference now?
No.
What? Okay, I lived in Saudi Arabia for 4 years. What does it mean? This sentence.
I lived in Saudi for
For
4 years. Okay, so you didn't live in this time.
so I don't live there anymore. It means I don't live there
Yeah,
at present. Similarly,
because you past symbol.
that's right. Similarly, I have lived in the UK for the last 18 years.
So you're still living there.
Yes, now you got the point. If you distinguish these two meanings, it will be easier for you to understand present perfect.
Okay.
Look
Okay.
at the last sentence of the first paragraph. Mabel has not seen her grandchildren in over a year. That means that she may have or she might have seen them before a year. Okay.
Ah, yes, 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 yes.
She has talked to her grandchildren on the phone and through emails. So it's another present perfect. That means she has spoken to her grandchildren over the phone and emailed them.
Yeah.
Okay, she has also seen pictures of her grandchildren. They have grown so much since the last time they visited America. You see, they have grown.
Yeah.
Present perfect again.
So teacher, what is so now what is the difference between present simple and present perfect?
Okay, simple, the general action that we do very often, that's present simple. Like I live in Florida, I live in the UK, you live Oman, I eat rice, I see you, I watch television, all the normal action that we do, okay, or repetitive action or habitual action. Like every morning I wake up 7 o'clock, I brush my teeth, I get ready,
It's
I
like a habit.
have it. Yeah. Like you can say, if you find this word every, then that is should be present simple. Like every summer, I visit New York City to see the Statue of Liberty, or every winter, I perform Hajj, or every day,
Yes.
I watch the television for news, or every night, I study half an hour to learn English. Look, every. That means it
Yes.
is a habit.
Yeah. But the present perfect
It is
when we
completed.
describe.
Actually, I
Yeah.
don't know why you are bringing always something else. You are thinking too much and making yourself complex.
No, teacher, because just I want to know the difference between that when I want to use it.
Yeah, look at the first sentence
Present
of this
perfect.
story. Mabel Jones lives in Florida in the United States. So at the present moment, she is in the USA, Florida state. When
Yeah.
something is just takes place for a moment, okay, it is not happening. She couldn't have she could have also said, I've been living in the United States for the 15 years. That should be also correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you get confused again? I'm not sure. Present simple and present perfect.
No. I got it.
Okay, now
Thank you so much.
look at the second sentence. Her grandchildren live in London. Another present simple or present indefinite. England. They have lived in London for 3 years. Present perfect
Yes.
now. Okay, and Mabel has not seen her grandchildren in over a year. Another present perfect.
Yes.
Okay, if you remember, I said to you in grammar there's parallelism. The parallelism is that if you use present perfect, there should be present simple in any of the sentences. If you use past perfect, there should be past simple or past indefinite. This is
Yes.
this is how the action always goes. Okay,
Yeah.
and that is the essence of understanding grammar. And once you understand tense, as I said almost every live stream, learn tense, understanding, and you can then, I should say, they will be an expert of grammar. 80% grammar is covered by tense.
Yes, sir.
Okay, second paragraph. She has talked to her grandchildren on the phone. We don't know when. Okay, if I say, hey, I have sent you an email, Al-Gaila, like you said, teacher, I have sent you my essays. You see, I don't know when. That's why I asked you, when did you send it? Now I'm using past indefinite.
Yeah.
Did you notice that I asked you, when did you send it?
Yeah.
But you have said present
When did
perfect.
I
I've
send?
sent you my writing to get it checked. Have you checked it or have you seen my message? Then in response, I said, when did you send it? Or I could use present perfect. When have you sent it? 5 minutes
Yes.
ago. If it is 5 minutes ago, I've sent you 5 minutes ago. That's fine. But if it is like a little bit late, then you should have used past indefinite rather than past present perfect. I sent you 2 hours ago. That is correct. I sent you this morning. That's also correct. But we cannot say I have sent you this morning.
Okay.
Remember that. When something is bit past more than a half an hour, you must use past indefinite. Do not use present perfect in that case. It will be giving you wrong concept to your listener.
Yeah.
Likewise, we don't say I have seen you yesterday, but in our Bengali language we use like this. But they understand it means past tense. Yeah, honestly, that's the fact. We use
Yeah.
it in Bengali that, hey, I have seen you yesterday. But no, when you're speaking in English, I saw you yesterday. We never use present perfect when there is yesterday, last week, last Monday, last year. It must be remember all.
Describe something for a list for a long time.
Yes, describe something more than 2 hours old, use past indefinite blindly and it would be correct.
Yeah.
Did you get the now difference a little
Yes.
bit?
Yes.
Great.
More than a little bit. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, look at the last paragraph. That's amazing. Mabel needs scarves, plural of scarf, scarf,
Yeah.
and blankets. Do you know what is blanket?
No.
Rug. Do you know what is rug?
Yes. Yes.
Blanket and rug are synonymous.
It's more like
Yeah, big.
a big sound.
Blanket is literally bigger than rug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She has knitted two large. Okay, you said large. Okay. Let me see if I can bring the sounds for you. Okay. Uh, y- I've noticed this on the last time as well. G, sound G.
Yeah. Teacher, do you teach pronunciation subject?
I do. Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, as I go through, I always try to teach the basic sound so that you don't get confused. That's why I said to you there is no D sound in grandfather, sandwich, handsome. Most of
Yeah,
the A and D, there is no D sound. Okay, like and. Okay, so there is a rule when we should say ga and when we should say G. Would you like to see it for a moment?
yeah,
Okay. Before that, let me explain all the English letters. Okay, there are two types of sounds. One is called voiced, if you remember. Another is called unvoiced. So
yeah.
the base,
Silent.
yeah, you know that the basic question is how do you know which is voiced? If you touch your throat, and if you feel that your vocal cord, which is inside the throat, vibrates,
Vibration.
yeah, that is voice sound. And other sound when we use by exhaling the air or through nose, through teeth, through by using tongue,
Yeah,
we call them unvoiced or non-voiced sounds. G is a voiced sound, as you can see, yeah, from my writing.
yeah.
Okay, and there are two types of, actually three types of G. One is soft G, which is ja. Another is hard G, which is ga.
Ga. Yeah, it's come from the back of the tongue.
Ga, yes, ga. Okay.
And soft that come from the middle, and I think from the front of the tongue that touch above. There is a what we call it soft palate.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Ja,
it?
ga. Yes, ja comes from the front and ga comes beneath the tongue. If you,
That area we call it soft palate above the tongue. If
that's,
you touch it with your tongue, you can teach it. Yeah, teach it as something
mm-hmm.
something not hard.
Okay. Okay, let me give you some examples. There are some rules also, there are some exceptions as well. So G has three sound, as I said, soft G. The soft G sounds like DJ and J as well. There is hard G, which is sound ga. And there is another one when it sounds like Z, za. Okay. The
Yeah,
basic rule is, uh, let's not go to the word first. Okay. Let's go to the rules first. G soft sound. Hang on a second. I've explained too much, maybe. Okay, general look, soft G. Please remember, if the G is followed by E, I, and Y,
yeah.
then it sounds like G. Okay, soft,
Soft.
soft G. GI, for example, magi, magic, magical, margin, origin, Ricky Gervais, gist.
Legal. Legal.
No, follow the rule. Come on, Galia. After G, this letter should be there. In legal, there is A, there is not E, I, and Y. And also, please remember, Y is also called semi-vowel because Y, most of the cases, sounds like I.
Yes.
Look at this rule once again. If the G is followed by E, I, and Y, most of the cases, we pronounce the soft G. Look at those examples, okay? Magic,
Magic.
magical. Read it, please, quickly.
Magical. Okay. Magic. Magical. Margin. Orange. Rickey.
Jarvis.
Carvis.
No,
Git.
Jarvis. Don't be confused.
Jar.
Ja, these are all Ja sound. Look at these two exceptions, girl and gift. There are always
Okay.
exceptions.
Jarvis. Git. Gist.
Gist,
Gent.
giant,
Gent.
giant,
Giant. Gibret.
Gibraltar,
Driller.
Gibraltar.
Gibler.
It's a name of a country.
Gibraltar.
It's a country name in Europe, Gibraltar.
Gibler. Gibraltar.
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 Okay, break it. It will be easier if you break it. Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
Very good. Now bring it together.
Gibraltar.
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 When you're bringing together, now you're replacing the sound. Follow the sequence. Okay. Algaila. Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
Okay. Gibraltar. I'm breaking it for you. Eh?
Gibraltar. Gibraltar. Gibraltar.
You know the angel Jibrail.
Yeah.
Same spelling. Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
Very good.
Okay.
And I've noticed you pronounce stress on letter R every time. Whatever R is coming on the way, you're stressing it. Can you do without stressing soft R? R,
Yeah.
not R, R. Look, Gibraltar. No, Gibraltar. Your R seems like Scottish R, you know. In Scottish people, some part of Scotland, it's called rolling R. We said girl, they said girl. Okay. We said world, they said world. We said pearl, they said pearl. Seriously, like Russian accent, sometimes people think that no, it's Scottish. Like you are the most beautiful girl in the world. They speak like this. So, blimey, is it Scottish? Yes.
A, a lot of stress.
That's stress. It's called rolling R. They're stressing on R. R. Yeah, we say R, they say R. Okay, like
We
horror.
have one word in Arabic.
In Arabic, there is,
We
I
have
know.
we have one word in Arabic. It's do you know a car that's carry a water? It's we call it in Arabic tanker.
Yes, you just
Too
use it.
much R.
You must use rolling R. Okay.
Yeah.
So next one is look Gillian Anderson. It is an actress, a Scottish actress who, you know, I don't know if you watch a movie or not. It's called the movie called X Files. She's very famous for a movie called X Files, a science fiction movie.
X Files.
I'm writing it. You can find some of the episode in YouTube. It's an American movie, but the actress is from Scotland, and her name is Gillian Anderson.
Okay.
And there is another actor, Gerald is another actor, Gerald Butler, Scottish actor. Okay.
Gillian. Gillian. Yes.
Jillian. Okay, look at the exception now. Girl, gift, not girl. Okay,
Girl.
girl and gift.
Gift.
Okay, now other examples. If there is e after g, then we use sub g like age. Okay, page.
Page.
Okay, here is one
Page.
another clue for you, Gaelia. Remember, if there is a three-lettered word and if you use another letter before it, then it becomes long sound. For example, age, they have used page, p sound. That's it become page, not page. Yeah? Similarly,
Yeah.
rage, sage, case,
J. J.
yes, mage, storage, village, spoilage, generate, generation, detergent, vengeance, gerund. Look, you know gerund, yeah? The grammar. Magenta, Jenny, Gemini, genius, genuine gem.
Teacher, is it? We sound it like this in pronunciation.
Which one?
Description.
Yes, soft J, gerund.
Okay.
Sometimes it is also, they write like this also in phonemes, yeah?
Yeah.
D and Z together. Z. Soft G. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this example. Astrology. All logi words. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Any logi like psychology, biology, phytology, embryology. What else? Physiology. Um, I'm trying to remember. All logi words.
There are a lot.
There are many. Then Egypt, not Egypt. Egypt. Yeah. Egypt. Then gymnastics. Gymnasium, phytology, psychology, genealogy. Look at the exception. Exception is always there. Gynecology, exception.
Gynecology.
No,
Gigi.
no, gynecology. Remember, all logi words should be G, but GY is
Soft one.
Gaia. Gynecology. And
Gynecology.
there is a very famous American singer. I'm writing it.
Lady,
Huh? Pronounce it.
Lady Gaga. Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. She's a very famous singer in America. Okay, these are the soft G. Al Qaeda. Okay, let's go to the hard
Okay.
G. Lady Gaga. Hard G. First name is Lady Gaga. Now remember, if the G sound is followed by other letters other than E, I, and Y, you have to remember E, I, and Y. Okay,
Yes.
the soft G. Any other words, most of the cases it's hard G or ga sound, ga, like ein, gain, ga. Similarly, it's coming from the
Yeah.
same. Like gigantic, garage, gargantuan, gargle, Gangnam Style.
Yes. It's okay.
Yeah. How about this word? This is a test.
Harbinger.
Harbinger? No. Look at the rule. After G, there is E. After G,
Okay. Harbinger.
harbinger. Very good. So, what is harbinger? The person or thing that brings bad things sometimes. You know, if you
Yes.
remember in your place, sometimes you'll see that a dog is barking. Ooh, 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 people think, oh, something bad is going to happen. Because the lower class animals, sometimes they understand something bad is coming for the humans.
Yes.
So, this type of symptoms sometime, or the animals is called harbinger, who warns you something bad is going to happen for the humans or the society,
Yes.
like a harbinger of doom. Okay, now Ganges, Lady Gaga. Oh, very easy. Room, good, good. Gazebo, globe, globe.
Glue.
What happens? I'm reading it quickly. You know, all of these lessons, at least 2 hours lessons, because we make
Oh,
sentences to
yes.
give you a good insight so that you know why it is ga and why it is ja.
Okay.
Look at this word. How do you pronounce this?
Which one?
I've just,
First one?
yeah,
The Ganges.
very good. The Ganges, not Ganges, yeah?
Yeah.
Because after G is
E.
E sound. That is ja.
Yeah.
Similarly, groom,
It's
good.
too much useful.
It is. You know, phonetics is the most hardest part. That's why people don't bother sometimes. Let it go. I also let them go. What should I say? Because it is the most hardest part. I learned it. It took, you wouldn't believe, still I'm learning phonetics many years to
Oh.
to master all this sound. But still, sometimes I'm confused. Then I need to check
Teacher,
because
have you ever taken master
master of what in phonetics, English?
of yeah, in English?
No, I don't have any degree in English. Whatever I learn from local teacher, and others by
Okay.
studying lot. Okay,
MashaAllah.
I
You
study.
looks like someone who take
Uh,
doctora.
doctora. La hawla la quwwata illa billah. Doctor हुआ doctor is
Doctor certificate.
doctor is female.
No, teacher.
I understand what you're
What we
trying to
call
say.
it in English after
Doctorate
master.
degree, doctorate degree, PhD degree, right?
we in Arabic we call like that, doctora.
Yeah, हुआ doctora al mukallama Arabia. Yeah. We're having good fun today. Oh, only 3 minutes remaining. I didn't realize that time would go so quickly. Anyway,
Because it's with me, teacher.
anyway, Al on the Thursday, we can do more practice. Thursday evening, I don't have any lesson. So we'll go public live stream. That time, I have a plan to practice more with you and with my other subscribers. Okay,
Okay, teacher, which time?
Thursday maybe 6 o'clock my time or 7 o'clock, or maybe after
Seven.
my after
It's
was on
10
the
o'clock
day
with me.
8:15. Yeah, maybe 10,
Do you
11.
know what's the problem, sir? In my profile, they put Monday, so they put M and they put T. It's like Thursday
Yeah,
classes.
because of the
But
different
with you,
time differences.
n-
Did you get the point?
no, I think,
I'm 3 hours before you. That's why it is midnight
yeah.
for you. Midnight means it goes to today is Monday, it goes to Tuesday for you.
Ah, yeah, but it's M and the Q. Ah, okay, I got it. Monday, it's mean Sunday, and Tuesday, it mean Monday.
Yes, for me, not for
Okay,
you. Yeah,
okay.
midnight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me finish it quickly. Okay, next is look, grab, go, gum, gallant, and grab, grave, gauge, gauge. Actually, both are gauge, not gauge. Gauge, engagement. If the G comes at the
And we have
engage,
two Haja
engagement,
soft.
engagement, ga and ja sound.
And yeah, engagement.
Okay, let me do it quickly. If the G comes at the end of a word, then pronunciation is hard G generally. Okay, like mug, wig, zigzag, jog, pig. Then if there is ing, then G is silent. Remember that. Hard G is G is not pronounced. Like morning, canning, running, banning, blooning, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going quickly.
yes.
Like Cunningham, Ruck, Buck, Fog, Block, Keg. Sometimes AU follows a G in order to keep the bumping against. Okay, so these are
Yeah.
exceptions. Like guest, guild, guile, guilt, gazer. Most English words that derive from the Greek, we have to say ja sound, like gynecologist, ga sound. Mm-hmm. Okay. Actually, it's, it's not enough for an hour, even though. Anyway, 35 seconds there more. Let's finish it today. Others you could practice. Gilbert grabbed a golden globe, giving to Gilda, gobbling gargoyles, gobbled, gobbling goblins. Oh, it's really very difficult tongue twister. Thank you very much. We have got 15 seconds more.
Thank you so much, teacher. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of
Boom.
thanks.
Welcome.
Because it's very difficult to me. Perfect and just sound. Thank you so much.
No problem. You take care and bye.